Well, how many of you have the money, but you don't have the idea on what to do? You're so confused. Sure, you are aiming of getting more money. Yeah, you've accumulated, you have saved, and then you have reached a certain particular point. And maybe you've been watching my videos and you're like, what should I start with in terms of an investment? Should I purchase land? Should I buy a car? Should I, build a home? Should I start a business? Should I quit my job? You are confused. If that is exactly you, then this is the video for you that you need to watch. Stick around, okay? You watch this video to the end so that you understand what exactly I'm talking about. For God's sake, it's less than 15 minutes video and might actually change your life completely. Now, you have the cash with you there, but you're confused. You don't even know what to... By the way, that is my number in case you need my services privately. There's some things that you can't discuss here openly. So that's my number. You can always shoot me a text on WhatsApp, okay? And you can always substitute this 0 with 254. That's our Kenyan code. Anyway, the point is you have the cash with you there, but you don't know what exactly you can be able to do. You have the money, okay, but the idea is not there. Idea, nah, it's not there. So what do? Most of the people, for example, have you ever thought of starting a certain business? Or have you thought of, what, if I reach, say, 200,000, then I will start a business. And then you thought, by virtue of you having the 200,000, then starting a business will be very easy. Now you have the cash, meaning you have the capital, and that capital, you're now more confused than you were before God get the capital. You know what happens? Because this reason why, first of all, let's find out, why are you confused? Why are you confused? Why are you confused? And this is the reason why you're confused with your money right now. So, oh my, I really hope I'm going to explain this in a very, very simplistic manner. This is you. Let's say this is you 3 years ago. Okay, you are broke, you didn't have the cash, and you had the goal, say, of reaching how much? 500K or a million, or whichever the amount of money that you were aiming for that particular time. Now, what happened? It has taken you all the way, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years. It depends on how long it has taken you, but there is a period of time that you have waited. Now, as you saved your first 20K, 30, you went away 100K, you went away 200K, 300K, 400K, now you're at your 500K. As you move along all this journey, it's a very bumpy ride. A lot of sacrifice, a lot of emotions involved. Now, the reason why you are confused is that there's emotions attached to this money as you are saving this money, as you are accumulating it, because a lot of time has actually been considered or used for you to raise that amount of money. So this money is enshrined with a lot of emotions. You're so emotional to your, oh my goodness. And because you are so emotional to your money, it happens now you are actually doing what? You are worrying. You have worry. Why? You wouldn't love to lose it. I mean, for God's sake, it's 5 years. It has taken me to raise this amount of money. So I don't want to pick anything as if I'm not sure. Then I lose the entire work of my 5 years. And then I go back to, see, you're suffering from the trauma. Then I go back to where I used to be broke. Now, that's why you are confused on what to do. Not that you do not have an idea. You do have an idea. Actually, you had an idea when you didn't have the money. Now that you have the money and there is a lot of emotions involved in that money, you tend to be confused because you worry so that you don't get yourself into a venture that can actually take all your money. You go back to square zero. Now, the thing is, I'm not here to tell you now if you press here, everything goes as far as the worry is concerned. No. What we do what we call calculated moves. Are we together? We don't just close our eyes, go withdraw our money and start A or B, C business. No. What we do calculated moves. The fact remains we shouldn't lose this money. That is factor number 1. Factor number 2, we shouldn't have this money lying idle. This money should be doing something for us. Meaning, this money, it's a tool to make more of it. That shouldn't be a product to be consumed. So it being a tool, and of course we should take care of this tool so that it doesn't go bad. Are we together? Therefore, we have to be calculated. Remember, if you have the cash but you're confused, what do? First of all, you start dissociating yourself. Meaning, you have a lot of ideas. Take a pen and paper, list all the ideas that you have. Especially, I advise people, you remember the ideas you had when you didn't have the money? Go back to those ideas that you used to think about. There was a certain business that you had a passion about it. But remember, don't start a business based on the passion. Go beyond that. Find out whether it's a solution that most of the people, will embrace it. So once you go back there, find out the idea that you had or the mind that you had back then, can it still be used today? If it is a yes, then you can consider how you can move strategically. If the idea you had before you had the money, now where you are right now, it's not going, it's not marrying each other, then forget about that, think fresh. And this is how you simply come up with new ideas now that you have the cash. First of all, start by asking yourself, what do you want? No. Don't tell me you want a lot of things. I know you want to buy a car, I want to own a mansion, all those are dreams. Fine, but how do we get there? So what do you want? Right now, if I ask you, you have that 500,000 in your bank, you have 1,000,000, you have 10, you have 100. What do you want? Okay. You want to start a business so that at least you quit the job that you go. So remember one thing, we don't quit a business, or rather we don't quit a job to start a business. We start a business to quit a job. So you want to one day work for yourself because you have one dream or the other. Okay, fine. So what does it entail to actually have that particular venture or a business that you want? That is exactly how you simply, what do we call, get yourself out of that confusion. What do you want? Start with that. What do you want? Not what other people are doing, not what other people are doing, then they are being perceived as if they are successful. You as an individual, what do you want? Okay, you want to start a business. Fine. You've solved you have actually solved one problem. Let's go to the next level. For example, let's put it here on board. Okay. What do you want? What do you want? You want a business. Okay, you want a business. Okay, fine. Thank you. We are now here. We have an idea. We want a business. Now, the point is, ask yourself, in terms of a business, what do you understand? What do you understand? What do you understand? Note, I didn't ask you, what do you love? What are you passionate about it? I'm asking you, what do you understand in terms of a business? You may have business A, B, C, D. All these businesses, let's say, for example, you have 500,000. This is what people ask me, Joseph, I have 500K. What business can I start? You can start a lot of business with 500K. A lot. Serious, boutique, salon, beauty. You can start farming. There are a lot of businesses. But does it mean, just because you can, does it mean you should? No, it doesn't mean so. What do you understand? You yourself. What do you understand? Okay. When I say do you understand, I'm simply asking you, what experience do you have with any big given business? Not necessarily you have ever started a business, or if you have ever started a business, well and good. But even if you have ever been employed, let's say, for example, you have ever been employed in a cosmetics business. Okay. So it's a business that you have ever been. At least you know the modeling, the pricing, the competitors, the suppliers, the distributors, the permits, the licensing, and typically how to handle the customers, what products move where, and all those kind of things. You have that particular knowledge. So if you have that particular knowledge and you're interested in business, I always tell people, you go to the business that you understand. But before you make a conclusion, oh, now I go to cosmetics. No. First of all, step back and ask yourself, yes, you understand that particular business. Now, get yourself out of yourself and now argue as a consumer. Where you want to establish that business, have you identified a problem of the same in that particular area? If yes, that particular business is needed, because business solves problems. If that business is needed and you understand it and you have the cash, then you simply go into that particular business. Because what people do, you understand a business, and then you get into a business that truly you understand and you know it, but there's nobody to buy from that particular business. And that is a little bit better off rather than starting a business that you're passionate about it and nobody needs it and you don't understand it. You'll be on a crisis. Now, if it is not a business, then you'll be like, okay, you know what, Joseph, I don't want to go into a business because I'm already employed, but I'm thinking about investing. And then when you talk about investing, then we zoom into the question of, okay, you want to invest. Why do you want to invest? Okay, I know you're going to tell me because I want my money to make more money for me. That's true. That's primary. That's standard for everybody. Are we together? These are different vehicles of investments. So which one works for you? This money that you're looking for, do you want to invest this money, say, for a longer period of time? Are you looking for a period of time? Okay, this money that you have, what is intention? Somebody can tell you, I have 500,000. I'm looking forward putting this money somewhere as I look for more of it, but I don't want this money to be idle because my ultimate goal is to purchase a piece of land where I want to build my home. So we ask you, how much is the parcel of land? It is 1.5 million. Okay, where are you now? When I say where are you in terms of finances, where are you? I'm at 500,000. Okay, so we have $1 million short. Are we together? So we pick that 500,000. We don't go invest this money in somewhere. Let's say, for example, by when do you want to achieve this dream of owning a piece of land? Let's say in 3 years' time. Okay, we can't pick a treasury bond that goes for 10 years because that vehicle won't take you to your destination. Are we together? Probably we'll take a vehicle that is actually keeps you liquidity. I will pick a vehicle that is actually earning you something in terms of compound interest. Number three, we'll pick a vehicle that is actually, you get what I'm saying? So it has to go to the point of what do you want? You want an investment. Okay. Do you want to take this money of yours and put it somewhere where it is fixed? Or do you want to put this money somewhere where at least you can access it at any given time? Or by the way, this money, is it used to run the business or it's totally off the business that you're running right now? It is off the business. Is it the money that is meant for buying, the normal expenses, the fixed cost and what have you? No, it is not. Then we can look for a vehicle that you can be able to invest into that particular thing. Are we together? Somebody can tell you, hey, I have this money, but I'm looking forward into building my parents' house. First of all, start by identifying how much your parents' house will cost. It will cost you 5 million. You have 2 million. So you need 3 million. So is it wise to start building as of now with the 2 million? Then that structure, stop at somewhere for the next 3 years as you get another money? Or should we take the 2 million, we invest it fast for it to be growing as we do what we did for us to get 2 million to get the other that is needed? So you have to find out what is needed. So this issue of having a lot of things that, you see, what people happen, the reason why people get confused again is because they are mixing their present with their future and then they are disorganized. They don't have a plan. But when you have yourself a plan, you'll never be confused. Understand where you are going, understand where you are, and then of course understand what you have. Because you may not qualify for all the investments that you would like to do. You have your 10,000, 20,000, and you're so possessed with these treasury bills and bonds, and the minimum is 50,000. Then by virtue of the cash that you have, you don't qualify for that particular investment. So you have to understand what you need, what works for you, so that you can pick that one appropriately and do something about it. So that is exactly how we go about it. We together, my dear brothers and sisters? So if you are confused, it starts by understanding why are you confused. Number two, what happens at the beginning when you started saving that money? What was the initial idea? The other reason why people tend to be confused as they get the money, they keep on shifting the needs. Okay, there's nothing wrong with keep on shifting the needs and such, but what happens, they keep on shifting the hurdle and the needs, and how can I say this? I want to give it out in a very appropriate way. You find somebody, their aim was to get Y amount of money, now they push it, and they didn't focus on, hey, should I start the thing that I had thought about? Or maybe should I start the thing that I thought about, but now in a bigger scale or something like that? So the moment you keep on, shifting the hurdle without really considering, when you shift the hurdle, you have to also have a target. Compartmentalize each and every goal. Probably, let's say, ultimate goal is to reach 1 billion. But right now, let's say you are at 5 million, 5, 10, 60, whatever the thing it is. You can be like, you know what, my next target is 20. My next target is 30. The moment you hit that 20, be gratitude or have gratitude. And of course, ask yourself, at this level that I am with this 20, what can I be able to do that can help you to now reach the next? Is it doing exactly what you're doing right now that took you to 20? Can you still continue doing that as you look what you can do with this, what you already have with you, so that you get what I'm saying? Because I have seen a lot of people getting confused each and every day. Are we together? And if you may need some of the information, of course, I didn't share here because it's a premium information. If you may need that information, of course, you can reach me via that number. Then we can have a discussion. I can take you through step by step, and we can have a discussion. This is Good Joseph, and by the way, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment on the comment section. Share